So now we are recording. And I know you just missed the first couple breath cycles we did together because I was a little late to the recording to hit record. However, I just took us through a few breathing exercises where we just deepened our breath if you're just tuning in. Now we're going to add a little bit of movement to that same breathing exercise. So I just came back to my mat so you can see me a little bit better. But here you are welcome to sit on a cushion, give yourself a little bit of a lift, and a little bit of a soft surface to sit on. We're going to allow that breath to drop in nice and low, and we're going to reverse that direction with our arms. So as our breath drops in and down, our arms are going to come reaching out and up. And on the exhale, with nothing in particular, you're just going to let them kind of move through space, come on back down. For this, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes, and you can bring any kind of motion, any kind of gesture into your uplifting inhale, and then just the gentle release on your exhale. So I invite you to close your eyes, deep breath in through your nose as you reach your arms out and up. Maybe your head drops back. And then exhale, release those arms gently and slowly. And repeat, deep inhale, let that air drop into your belly as you reach those arms up, 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 stretching and reaching. And then the exhale, they slowly return to your lap. And find a rhythm that works for you, reaching out and up towards something uplifting. And release. Feeling that stretch up the back in the shoulder blades, and then that very sweet release as we return on the exhale. Let's move through one more together. When you are ready, you can flicker open your eyelids, blink back into the room. And let's just do a shoulder rinse. Let's bring those shoulders around up towards your ears, down into the shoulder sockets, a couple rounds. Really noticing the release. So you tense and contract, and then you release to send them down. Excellent. Now perhaps we are feeling a little bit more embodied. Really tap into where that breath is landing today. Maybe it feels a little shallower. Maybe it is dropping all the way in. Just make note of where it's living in your body. And note that it's living there for a reason. Maybe responding to something. Maybe responding to just the weather or something emotional that's going on. And just register. Just register where it lives. I'm going to take an inhale deeply to send the spine long and tall. And on the exhale, just the gentlest of twists. Left hand comes to the right leg. We're going to twist to the right side, taking this wherever you like. It's funny, I'm at the beach with my family, and we're on the 4th floor, but we're overlooking a quad area. And I have seen every one of my family members just like looking lost, wandering around out there. My one sibling has like a mask on the chin, a bathing suit on, a towel around the waist, and it's pouring rain. But you know, they can't see me. So now we're going to inhale to come back to center. And then exhale, twist to the other side. Optional, your right hand can come to the left knee, or it can simply stay on the right knee. You can just use it to kind of press against. You can look towards that right hand and almost send that heart through, or you can look towards the back hand and continue that twist, that spiraling from the axis, your spine. Inhale to come back to center. We'll rinse out those shoulders. Lifting up, get a little taller, and on the exhale, one more time, pressing yourself to the right, finding your left hand in a place that's comfortable. Guiding those shoulders down. Inhale back to center, lifting up. And then exhale, spiraling to the left, using your right hand exactly where you feel good. And then we're going to come back to center. Shake out those shoulders in any way. We're going to reach those arms out strong to the side. Again, like just a little sprinkling of like exalting. Just like do the shapes of like feeling strong, feeling the sun on your body, feeling proud to be. Even if you don't feel it, just live it for a moment in these postures. And then on the exhale, we can kind of contract the spine, rounding down, let the chin drop. Give yourself a little hug here. Hands can fall wherever they may. Inhale, reach those arms out again. Again, a proud, exultant posture. Just embody it for just a moment. Playing here, like we're trying on our acting hats. We're just acting, even if we don't feel it yet. Like we are happy and open to the world. Exhale, maybe we reverse what hand is on top. Contracting in, rounding the spine, letting the chin fall towards the chest, giving yourself a little hug here, a little private moment between you and yourself. Excellent. And one more inhale. Reach those arms energized out as if the energy comes from you and out of your fingertips. And then exhale to lower the arms towards the floor. Well done. Here, if you're sitting on a pillow, you may want to dust it off. And we're going to go into just a nice, gentle side bend. So for this, if you're sitting with your legs crossed or however you're sitting, what you're going to want to do is just send both legs off to the right side, somewhere where they feel comfortable, and bring one pillow or two. The higher up, the more of a stretch you're going to get, so just find what feels good. You're going to bring that to your hip, and then just gently and carefully set your body over those pillows. You can use your bottom hand as a little head support and just hang out. Sorry, the door just made a very funny noise. Or you can let that left hand go, and kind of completing that rainbow shape with the extension of your neck and crown of your head. Gonna inhale the right arm up. An option to set it right on top of the left hand. And slowly but surely, maybe you want to close your eyes. If this door would stop creaking. And find yourself settling here. Maybe you're holding tension in your shoulders, in your jaw. Can you move through those spaces and release, release? And in doing so, get a little heavier, a little more supported by the earth and not supported by your own tension. Good. Deep breath again in through your belly. Feel that belly lift away from your body with that life-sustaining breath. And on the exhale, it all pushes out and up. And just knowing that you're kind of living this phenomenon of breath. Day in and day out. And that your breath alone is remarkable. Let's take one more. You can even stretch a little bit here. One more deep breath, knowing we're about to transition. And On the exhale, bringing your palms to the floor, you can blink open your eyes and just bring yourself slowly back up. Let the blood rush from your head back down into your body. Just take a moment at the top. Excellent. And instead of going right onto the other side, we're actually going to pivot on our sits bones and bring the pillows right to your lower spine here. Here, we're just going to roll down. And if you'd like to have a third pillow to support your head, you may certainly do so. If you'd like to just let it hang, again, just emphasizing that arc that we're creating, you can keep your legs crossed or you can extend them. Feel free to play around, letting those hands be heavy against the floor at your sides. And just breathing into the supported chest opener. You're opening the heart space, that the front of the body, the chest, the belly. You almost feel the skin on the top body stretching a little in a nice, comforting way. In a true posture of acceptance, a true posture of embracing. It almost looks like if you were standing up, you were walking along and you saw your dog like in your yard and you just like opened your arms and you're just ready to like pick up that dog and give it a huge hug as it's running towards you. Replace with any animal that you love and maybe not are allergic to. You know, you're just ready for that big hug. You're ready for the wind to blow you in a direction. And breathing deeply all the while. And even though we are settling, gravity is also still working on us. Our shoulders may be drawing teeny bits, but regardless, drawing closer to the earth. The muscles of our back are given the chance to relax and open. And our rib cages are given a lot of mobility to really take in the breath as our diaphragm can lift up and out towards the sky. And then release. I love this posture. I feel very hopeful in this posture. Talking about dogs, getting weird. I'm like ready for it. Just imagine myself, maybe because I'm at the beach. I'm like, the wind is blowing through your hair. I haven't even gone to the beach yet. I just got here. Take a final inhale, maybe side out on the exhale, taking what you need here. And then to get up, you're just gonna bend a knee. I'm bending my right leg to just press me over onto my left side. And just like we often do to get out of shavasana, I have an itch on my foot. Pressing your body up just as we did before. Adjust your straps, fix the hair. Close your eyes up top. Let's bring our hands to heart center prayer and just feel that energy pulse from one hand into the other. Centered and aligned and present and whole. And blink open your eyes. Give yourself a little stretch. I think I just got a bug bite. But equanimity, I'm just gonna take it in stride. We're gonna take our pillow stack and bring it to the other side. Again, we're gonna make them snug against the side of our right side of the body. We're gonna send our feet over to the left side and like your mermaid best, using your hands to support you, come onto this nice side position, letting the pillows give your the right side of your body just a subtle arc. You can stack up on pillows to really emphasize this like inverted letter U, or you can lower them down to be more in a neutral spine position. And you can stack a pillow under this ear. You can let your bottom arm serve as a pillow. And maybe just slightly we open our hearts up to the sky, keeping this posture of receptivity, But all the while, letting ourselves ground, letting ourselves be connected with the earth, with the floor, with our supports, and letting this, the floor, the mat, support us so that we may let go for a couple of moments. Let your eyes close as you breathe deeply. Perhaps the left hand reaches up and settles on top of the right hand, like you're doing a little side dive into the pool here. And then run yourself through the body scan. Are you holding tension in the small muscles in your face, the ones we sometimes overlook when our emotions are very intense? Let your brow relax, your jaw, even your tongue. Your mouth is kind of slack. Your arms are heavy. Your shoulders aren't supporting anything. You're on your side. They don't need to hold you up. Let that melting, kind of oozing warmth ride down your body as if you are asleep, just heavy, and your thoughts are a million miles away. And if you do drift off, well done. Let's take one deep breath here in preparation of a little transformation to a different shape. And on the exhale, using your palms, let your head be heavy as you press yourself back up into a seated position. The door is slightly open, and I'm convinced it's a ghost. Okay, it's not a ghost. I was like, there's a haunted door. And let's roll our shoulders back. It's the sibling I saw walking lost across the patio before, so I'm glad that they're not lost. And like bring your hands to heart center. And this time, simply lower your gaze. You can close your eyes if you like, but maybe with a wakefulness, feel into your body. Feel into this. Although we are seated, there's a sort of roundness, almost like you are encased in like an eggshell. You have this space around you that is yours. It's created by the energy you're emitting, the heat you're emitting, the subtle vibrations of our bodies that we're engaging with the air around us, and maybe just tap into that space just above our skin. And we bring our gaze up. We're gonna pivot on those sits bones, and this time we're going to bring the pillows more or less underneath our shoulder blades. So a little bit of space between our hips and the pillows. Make any adjustments you need. Just below your head. And let the upper body recline as you extend your legs. Arms can be up overhead. I like that one. It's like, they can be by your sides. And you can also put a support underneath that head if that arc is just like a little much for you right now, especially if like a little cramping in the muscles by the back rib cage area. Sometimes a little support is nice. Find what works for you. Once again, just like you are like in the sun, in the light, just soaking it in. But even if the victoriousness, the triumphantness of this posture isn't being manifested in your emotions, you're not feeling that way, maybe there's stuff going on in your life and it's just hard to really like channel these grand emotions of feeling victorious, of feeling triumphant, of feeling whole. Let the posture move for you. It is still you embodying this emotion. Even if you don't feel connected, you are still embodying it. Your body is still you, and you are still moving your body, and maybe that is enough. And maybe, just maybe, in moving our bodies in these ways that, if someone walked in, they'd be like, what are you even doing? And it can bring a little smile to our faces and be like, it feels good. Maybe that's enough to maybe just light the spark inside, a little heat, a little glowing positive energy, just even a spark that we can treasure for a few moments together on the mat, maybe off the mat. Take some deep breaths, maybe close your eyes. Feel your lower spine relax into the pillows. Excellent. And then we're going to bend the left leg, roll over onto the right side, and just as we've been safely pressing our bodies up. Be mindful of dizziness. Just take the time you need. I tend to feel like dizzy in my cheekbones when I sit up. I'm always like, oh, I feel it. I don't know what, maybe it's the blood rushing. I don't know. I'm always like, whoa, my cheekies, my cheeksters. All right, my friends, we're gonna set our pillows aside just for a little bit. You can always find room for a pillow. So if you'd like to put one under your head, heck, let's do it. We are going to come into slowly, we're going to recline into a position where your head is supported or not. You can just use the mat. And you're going to bring your heels close to your fingertips. And I'll demonstrate a sequence for you if you want to just watch and chill for a little bit. You're going to move through a little bit of a bridge with breath, a little bit of a slide. So you're going to inhale to reach those arms up. And as you do, your hips kind of follow your hands. And then exhale to send them back. And you're not holding the posture at all. You're simply just inhaling, getting a little lift. It doesn't have to be high. And sending it out. I do want to mention that the pillow is nice for head support. However, it slightly reduces the amount of space in the front of your neck. So especially if you have a larger chest and you're worried about constricting your air, I would just encourage no pillow. If you just want a nice open front of your neck, if that doesn't bother you, feel free to support the back of your head. So we're going to have our heels close to our fingertips, not doing anything in particular except feeling our shoulder blades on the ground. We're going to inhale, reach those arms behind you, lift the hips towards your fingers, and then your exhale, send it down. We're going to do 2 more in your own breath. When you finished, we're going to let our knees be up for a moment until we've all returned to this neutral position. And then we're going to carefully set those knees up and give our legs a little hug. And maybe you want to rock side to side. Wonderful. And from here, you can reach those arms out, or you can send them behind your head. As we go into a little supine twist, let those knees drop to one side. Feel into this position. Notice any tension. Notice any sense of release. And then you're going to bring those legs back up one at a time. And on your exhale, let them gently and with grace, if we have grace left, fall to the other side. A little supine twist to the left. Notice the twist here. How is it different? Is it more tense, less tense? Can you maybe tap into more of a release, less of a release? Wonderful, and then send those knees up. And if your pillows are still handy, we're gonna go into a bound ankle pose. That's where our feet are touching and our knees are just gonna open out to the sides. Pillows can be very supportive under the knees. If this posture doesn't suit you, after some time, you can always extend your legs. This is gonna be our final resting pose for class. So do find what makes you comfy. A blanket, like I have this alpaca sweater that I literally want to just live in. I washed it for the first time and I'm convinced it's not the same. Find what makes you feel like you are not doing anything. Any bit of tension or hardness of the earth is supported by pillows, by blankets, by warmth, the warmth that your body generates. You are on a cloud. You're just, you know, they say, meditation is like watching your thoughts passing like clouds in an open sky. What if you were one of those clouds and you're just floating on by? Not a worry in the world. You can bring one hand to your heart in a kind of a symbolic gesture of the loyalty of your heart to beat and to provide life. You can bring a hand kind of in a symbolic gesture to your belly if you want to feel into that diaphragm lifting and lowering, or just kind of in a loving kindness gesture, just holding yourself. Let your elbows be heavy and begin to sink here. Sinking in the way that you sink into sleep. You're not sinking further and further away, but just deeper and deeper into who you are. Let your eyes close, let your eyelids be heavy, and turn inward, letting the loyal breath do what it does. Nothing to do here but release. I'm going to prepare our reading for today. This poem is called Uphill by Christina Rossetti. Does the road wind uphill all the way? Yes, to the very end. Will the day's journey take the whole long day? From morn till night, my friend. But is there for the night a resting place? A roof for when the slow, dark hours begin? May not the darkness hide it from my face? You cannot miss that inn. Shall I meet other wayfarers at night? Those who have gone before. Then must I knock or call when just in sight? They will not keep you standing at the door. Shall I find comfort, travel sore and weak? Of labor you shall find the sum. Will there be beds for me and all those who seek? Yeah, beds for all who come. Just let the words either pass over you, pass through you, pass by you. And if possible, have a moment knowing it's one of the last. Perhaps we can sink deeper here. the deepest we've been. And as if saying goodbye, as if traveling back to the surface. Take a deep cleansing breath in. Exhale, come closer to the surface. Inhale deeply, filling with air. And exhale, rise a little closer to the surface. Maybe we reach those arms up overhead and begin to wiggle the fingers and toes, reawakening to this very moment. And maybe we stay here for the rest of practice. Or if you'd like more of a wakeful rise from our shavasana, you can roll over onto one side, tucking in those knees. And then using your hands to press yourself up to a seated position. Eyes still closed, bring your hands to heart center. Deep breath here, feeling those hands pressing against each other. Feel that resistance, that circular energy that goes around your arms. And then also the circular energy from your head to your legs. Inhale, palms to forehead. Exhale to send your heart forward, gentle bow, eyes can open. And here I offer you namaste. I offer you gratitude and thanks. Hopefully a sense of alignment, a sense of presence. And if not, keep coming back. We'll get there. So thank you everybody for your presence and your compassion. And I will catch you on the flip side.